hardcore rookie mistake. It's okay. I think I wasn't clear enough in instructions, but this does give me a chance to better explain to you what is actually going on when you're doing these things and sending these emails out. So, okay, hey, email number one. Hey, first name, right? So these are fields that Woodpecker uses. First name, last name, full name, company, whatever, right? If I click here, then this is Woodpecker's understanding of where full name would go. That being said, you have to tell it what full name is, what first name is, what company is. Otherwise, it's just going to be blank. And how do you tell it that? Well, okay, well, when you import things, let me find the right import. Where are we going? When you import things, you have to make sure that your data is matched with the Woodpecker field, right? So Woodpecker field is this is sorry like is would be the fields that I just showed you. That's Woodpecker's understanding of a placeholder, right? It's like it's a blank spot, but Woodpecker is going to look for what you tell it is first name. But you need to tell it what first name is. You can't just leave first name there. It's going to be blank. Right now it's still blank, right? But how do you tell it? Then you have to match your data, first name. Where does it take this from? It takes this from here. First name, last name, role, company, email. First name, last name, role, company, email. Status, other. So these are our Word document. This is in our Excel file, and this is Woodpecker's understanding of what we mean. So before, all of these were empty. Left all of these empty, meaning Woodpecker saw first name, but it didn't know what that was, and it saw last name, but before this, it didn't know what that was. So what you need to do is you need to match it. You need to match last name, which is here, last name, with Woodpecker's understanding of last name. You need to match first name with Woodpecker's understanding of first name. You got to do all of that. Role with, it might not be a role here. It might be title. Yeah. So Woodpecker sees it as title, but we wrote in role. Okay. Ignore the first row when importing. Why? Because the first row means nothing. And then import. So they were I already imported them, so there's duplicates, but my point is, I mean, not my point is, I already imported them, so it doesn't say anything here. But now you can see that, see, okay, now when you go to prospects, the first name field is filled, the last name field is filled out. All of these fields are actually filled out, versus before, you might have noticed none of them were filled out, only the email was filled out, because it only understood what email was, okay? So I'm going to delete these. I want you to try it all again yourself. And as well, I want you to acknowledge that sheet one, you tried to email all of them at all of their emails at the same time. And the reason why we're not going to do that is because if you send 4 emails to @mambu.com, it's going to their backend security side might call you a sketch and basically put you on a spam filter. So we can't do that, and we can't email all of them, all 3 of them at the same time. I already told you, I think I told you, email first one at a time. So email the first version, doesn't work, then email the second variation, then email the third variation, okay? I told you that. I'm not sure why you ended up emailing all of them anyway. Second thing, so I made a second list with only the first variation. So you're just going to do this first. But beyond that, why would we email the same, like, why would we email 2 people on the same damn team in the same company with the same message. So imagine this. Imagine you're in a small company of like, like 100 employees, and you and your friend who sits right next to you gets the same email at the same time. Like, how sketch is that? Um, so that's something you should think about, right? We can't be emailing the same, like more than one person at the company at the same time. So Element, for example, you could take one guy off. Um, Contentful, you're gonna take one guy off. So I made a third sheet. Now the third sheet is going to be basically you messaging only one person in the company at a time using only one type of email. What type of email? You should use the first one, the first variation, which is first dot last name. Okay, I'm gonna also delete this, and also delete this, or I'll just leave this here actually. And I want you to completely do this from scratch, and I want you to message me as soon as you have it loaded, everything, and ready to go. Okay? Yeah, let me know when that's ready.